So I could not come up with a good name for this one, but I called it crazy string manipulation. But what we see is this. We see a text that has a combination of letters and numbers, and I just put the numbers in red to make it stand out to explain the task we have. What we have to do is create a date time out of all these values, the year, month, day, hours, minutes, seconds, and then as we go along we have to increase that by a set amount each time. So in this case I believe it's something like 4 days and 20 minutes. We'll see in a minute. But basically you have to keep the text all in the same place, but always be increasing this date time value as we go down. And this has to be dynamic. So if you change the variables, then the whole thing updates. So let's jump over here, and here we have a string. And let's look at the high level first. So basically, step one is going to be extract the date and time numbers, or actually the position of those values within here, because we could have more or less text between the numbers, but we do know that the numbers will always stay the same. 4 digits for the year, and everything else will have 2 digits, but the amount of text in between could dynamically change. So then we're going to extract the text values, and we're going to build the date and time, taking out all these red numbers. We'll build the date time value. Then we've got this part, which is the input variables. Let's take a quick look. So here this is where we say add X amount of days, hours, and minutes, and then this whole thing has to adjust dynamically. So then we get to our new dates, and just take a look. So when we add that value, it's not just to the first one to increase it compared to this one, but the next one it keeps growing at the same pace. And then the last one, we're finally getting where we have the text in its original position, but with these dates that are increasing as we go down. So they increase all the way down to the bottom. So here you see the first one's increased by, let's take a look again. It's 4 days. Let's just make this 0. So it's 4 days and 2 hours, a little bit easier to check. Comparing it to this one, it's now in December. November has 30 days, so then it's always adding it up as we go. And then because we have the 2 hours, this one actually goes up and around. Looks very good. Okay, so at this point, let's now look at all these individual steps. We're going to look at step 1. That is, extract the date and time numbers. So here's step 1, and really it's about finding the position of the different sets of numbers that we have in here. So the 6 represents the start of the 2014, and the 15 is the 11 for November. That's the month, the day, hour, all the way through. We're pulling these values out. Well, we're getting the position, I should say. If you look at these, they're not going to be the same as the numbers we see here. This is the position starting left to right, and that will change dynamically if we get more or less text in between the numbers. So we'll keep that one open. Let's go to step 2. We want to extract the text values. So we see this one corresponds to the first group of text. Here is the second group of text, and all the way through to the last group of text. Now, I do this by using just simple string manipulation with the left. Then these are all using the mid, and then even the last one, they're all using the mid. Let's go back actually to this one. I forgot to mention this. To find these numbers in here, I'm saying search for digits. Digits is actually a named range. So if I go like this and I press the F9 key, you see the values inside of this name range. Let's go up here to Formulas and Name Manager. Here we see it's defined. It's called digits, and it's an array constant defined within our named range. So those are the values inside of there. And I'm saying, in the first one, I'm basically saying, look for any of those values within this C10 text, and then give me the numbers. Now let's highlight this. We'll press the F9 key to evaluate this. And that's what we have. So what I want is the first number. These numbers are the position within here where they are found. So I want the 6, which is represents the first digit found within here. The 7, see it says 6, 7, 8, and 9. Those are the 4 digits for 2014. But I want the 6, which is the 2. Okay, so we get that. Now the second time we have to add the optional parameter here. Any parameter in square brackets is technically optional, but we don't want to look from the beginning. For the second group of text is right there. we want to basically say, okay, let's, oh, this is actually still for the month, but we use this for both of them. So we're saying start after, just after the 2014, and then we're starting to find the position of the next one. So the 15 is, we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The 15 is the start of the 11. So we do that all the way down. And then we're getting into extracting our text values. This part's easier. We're just using, if I click in here, we're just using everything we did up in this step 1. Okay, so step 3, what are we doing here? We are building the date and the time. Okay, so this is an easy one. We're, relatively speaking, we are using the date function to create a year, a month, and a day. That's from the original values here. Once again, using the mid. And then what we have to do is this, build the time as well. So that's the 17 for 5 p.m. hours and minutes and seconds, hours, minutes, seconds. And then here's our final value where I'm basically just saying take the date plus the time, and that's what we've got in this step. So now step 4, and I haven't been doing this here, I haven't been following along, but step 4 now is input variables. And over here we have that we're adding 4 days and 2 hours, 0 minutes. So this is what we're going to be adding to it. And then we get down to our new dates, which are right in here. Now let's check this out carefully. If we're saying 2014, November 28, we're adding 4 days, 2 hours. Okay, so that's going to jump December 2. Okay, yeah, from the 28th, that's 4 days. Perfect. And then December 6 all the way up. Let's change that to a 3. Let's just make sure this actually works. So, perfect. We are at the 28th plus 3 to the 1st to the 4th, always jumping up by 3 days. Now this one, it looks like it's 4, but it's because it's already close to midnight, and we're also saying add 2 more hours. So it jumps over to December 11th just after midnight. I think 1 a.m. in a few more minutes. All right, so we have that part done. And the final part, we have to actually get it back with this text all around it. And so we click this part, and now we are looking at we got our new dates. And step 6 is final new string. Okay, these new strings. So we have to actually put back all the text, but that's pretty simple. We click this, and we just have to use everything that we have above. So way back at the top here, that's where I have all these taken out step by step, and then we're just basically building this whole thing using string manipulation, and I'm just saying this and this and this all the way across with that ampersand, and then it builds we have the dates inside of here with the text all around it.